Report, The Shift Towards Republican Incrementalism Among Democrats, a Call for Reevaluation Executive Summary. In recent years, there has been a discernible shift among some Democratic leaders and policymakers towards adopting an incremental approach to legislative changes and policy reforms. This approach, traditionally associated with Republican strategy, emphasizes gradual, step-by-step modifications to existing systems rather than bold, comprehensive reforms. This report examines the reasons behind this shift, its implications for Democratic policy goals, and the consequences of aligning more closely with business interests and conservative principles. It serves as a call to action for the Democratic Party to reevaluate its strategic direction and commitment to its core values and constituents. Introduction: Democratic principles have historically centered on progressivism, advocating for substantial and sometimes rapid changes to address social, economic, and environmental injustices. However, an emerging trend shows a growing inclination towards Republican incrementalism. This development raises concerns about the Democratic Party's commitment to effecting significant change and challenges its ability to deliver on promises to its base. Analysis of the shift: political pragmatism. One explanation for this trend is political pragmatism. Facing divided government and legislative gridlocks, Democrats may view incremental changes as the only viable strategy to achieve policy goals. However, this approach often results in watered-down reforms that inadequately address urgent issues. Influence of business interests. The increasing influence of business interests and the need for campaign financing have also pushed some Democrats towards policies that favor economic conservatism and deregulation, traditionally Republican stances. This alignment risks alienating the party's base, which expects robust action on wealth inequality, healthcare reform, and climate change. Conservative media pressure. The conservative media ecosystem exerts significant pressure, shaping public opinion and policy debates. Some Democrats may adopt incrementalism to avoid backlash and appeal to a broader electorate at the expense of progressive policy initiatives. Implications for Democratic policy goals. The shift towards incrementalism threatens the Democratic Party's ability to enact meaningful reforms on critical issues such as healthcare, climate change, and social justice. Incremental changes, while politically safer, often fall short of the comprehensive solutions needed to address systemic problems. Consequences of siding with business interests and conservatives. Aligning with business interests and conservative principles for short-term political gains undermines the Democratic Party's long-term credibility and effectiveness. It risks demoralizing the party's base, reducing voter turnout, and compromising core values and policy objectives. Recommendations: recommit to progressive principles. The Democratic Party must reaffirm its commitment to progressive values and bold policy initiatives, prioritizing the needs of its constituents over business interests and political expediency. Engage and mobilize the base. By actively engaging with its base and mobilizing grassroots support, the party can strengthen its mandate for comprehensive reforms. Promote transparent and inclusive policymaking. Enhancing transparency and inclusivity in the policymaking process can help rebuild trust and ensure that policies reflect the interests and needs of the broader population, not just the elite or business sectors. Conclusion: the adoption of Republican incrementalism by some Democrats represents a significant strategic and philosophical shift that risks compromising the party's ability to enact meaningful change. It is imperative for the Democratic Party to reassess its approach, prioritize its progressive agenda, and re-engage with its base to remain a powerful force for positive and comprehensive societal transformation.